That ugly money, yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success.
Edition of the most controversial, inspirational, motivational podcast in the world. This is the Ugly Money Podcast. First thing before I get to introduce my guest, I need y'all to hit that like button and drop them cities and locations. Oh, we got a show today, ladies and gentlemen. Drop them cities. Hit that like button. It's free of charge. It don't cost you nothing to like the video, man. Don't cost you nothing to like the video. It's free of charge. Don't be a hater. Don't be a simp. Hit the like button right now, man. We in the building. Get it. Drop them cities and locations, man. We are live on the Ugly Money Podcast. Man. Queensland, Australia is in the building. Williamsburg, VA is in the building. Boston, Massachusetts is in the building. I'll drop them cities. Let me know who's in here. Columbus, Ohio, 614 is in the building. Tennille, Georgia's in the building. I know a Tennille from Virginia. She had a fat ass. Pretty sure she wasn't from Tennille, Georgia. She was from Danville. I'm talking about, boy, a girl could suck a golf ball through a straw. Shouts out to Danville, Virginia. 903 New Jersey in the building. We global, baby. Charlotte, North Carolina's in the building. Hit that like button. Remember, our super chats will be ready to discuss in full. If you want to say something with your chest, make sure you say it with a super chat, and we will get right to it. Oh, man. We live and inside. So I am joined by an esteemed guest today, man. We got some. This is a special treat. This is a big deal. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna start from my left side, and we're gonna go all the way down because there's a whole bunch of money on this show tonight. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves, even though y'all probably already know these folks. To my left, my brother.
You got the $1 million kid, Jose Guapo himself, man. They call me Nacho because I get my cheese and dip, man. What's poppin', man?
Jose Guapo is here, ladies and gentlemen. The inventor of Guapanese. That's his own form of currency. It isn't Bitcoin. It isn't Dogecoin. It's Guapanese. Multi-platinum.
It's in the dictionary, and you can look it up. They're going to let you know that it's my language.
There it is. And to the left of him, this guy has been spitting game all over the freaking country.
And only, you know what I'm saying, the one really giving it to you. I'm the only one out here right now in this lane really giving it to you from all angles. You know, some people got the streets, they got what they call the pimp game, man. I'm giving you the real game from every angle. Ain't nobody doing it like me right now. That's why they call me the game guy.
Game guy Goldie is here, ladies. And on down the list, our female financial advisor. Always motivational, inspirational, but he's always monetized. Ladies and gentlemen, Pimpin.
Hey, man, we got in the building. You did.
Hey, man, Ken Irie, the chairman and founder of Hip Hop Fraternity. It's a pleasure, an honor, and a treat when players meet. Hey, man, shout out to Goldie. Shout out to all the players on the panel.
What it is you got in your hand, pimp?
HHF Ugly Money.
Talking to Mike.
What you got to do?
Yeah, HHF Ugly Money Award.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
and on down the line. I just met her today. But in order for her to be up here, she's got to be special. I'm going to let her introduce herself, and we're going to find out exactly who she is today. Go ahead, Queen, and go ahead and tell you. Say it with your chest.
All right, I'm going to say it with my chest. My name is Kentrice Dungala, a little hard to pronounce for some people, but just call me Miss C or Kentrice. I'm the COO of HHF Media Group. I'm here with Ken representing not only just HHF Media, but one of our newest signers, which is Game God Goldie. I'm super excited to be here for the first time at the Ugly Money Podcast.
Hey, man. Miss Kentrice is here, ladies and gentlemen. She handles the media. Yeah. Pimp, Breakfast Club. You just dropped.
Yeah.
Shocked the world.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, too.
First reaction of the video of the interview dropping, Pimp.
So, you know, I've been on every podcast except for the Breakfast Club, so it was like on my bucket list. You know, once I seen it, man, it was like me and Goldie, we was watching together. We was coming back. We had just did this It's Up There podcast with Loon, and so we was riding. You know, he was giving us a lot of game on the podcast game on how the money really being made. So we was kind of stuck in that zone. And then I just so happened to look at my phone. I said, look at this. I said, this is the Breakfast Club. So it came out while we was in the interview with Loon. And man, I was just like, it was like, you know, it's like my mom used to always say, have that faith of a mustard seed. You know, I know she got out the Bible, and I used to hear people say, whatever the mind believes and conceive it can achieve. And, you know, when you put your mind to anything and you focus on that, what you want, it's so attainable. You know, so for all you young people out there, man, just put your mind on it and say you're going to do it, throw it in the universe. Hey, man, law of attraction, it really works. I just kept telling everybody we're going to be on the Breakfast Club, we're going to be on the Breakfast Club, we're going to be on the Breakfast Club. So I was with Miss Kentrice. We was at the Black Affair event, and Charlemagne just told Miss Kentrice, hey, we got to have Pimpin' Ken on the Breakfast Club. So obviously, you know, the energy that I was sending out into the universe, he must have been vibrating at the same frequency, and that's how we was able to make it happen.
There it is.
People downplay Breakfast Club now because of like it's so many other platforms and stuff like that. But Breakfast Club still is a big deal because it was the only platform at a certain time that you can go to and get your information out or tell your side of the story on things. So Breakfast Club is still like how you said you had on your list.
Sure.
You still on, like it's still a place even to my young viewers and all the young hitters that's watching. Breakfast Club is still something you should have on your bucket list if you're
for sure.
Or you popping.
Well, it ain't so much the viewership. It ain't so much. It's like if you ever been into certain circles, and Ugly Money probably know what I'm talking about. If you ever been in certain circles around certain people, and you know that certain people had graced that specific area, you know that's a whole. Like when I go to the Beverly Hills Hotel, I feel special. Yeah. You know, and the reason why.
Me too. All the money I've been spent.
Yeah, the reason why I had the bucket list on my bucket list, because this is a place that president, vice president, dignitaries, politicians, Minister Farrakhan to be in that conversation.
Exactly.
A whole different conversation. You know, you got a lot of podcasts.
That's right, OG. Get on the game, OG. Get on the game, OG.
Where you have people, you know, of that stature with grace to stage. It's like it's certain. You know, when you on that next level, there's certain circles you just can't get in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so when that's how I look at the Breakfast Club. Yeah. And I look at it like, man, you know, if the president been here, I should be here. You know, if Minister Farrakhan was here, I want to be here. You know, that's just how I look at it.
Facts, man.
I look at it like that too, so salute once again for even getting that opportunity.
Nah, amazing, man. Shouts out DJ Envy, Charlemagne, God, Jess Larry, Breakfast Club. Yeah, Charlemagne, you pushed the damn date back. I was trying to stay. Now you owe me an interview, nigga. Hey, man, so this episode is brought to us by Q-Jack Clothing Apparel. You can follow them at Q-Jack Clothing on Instagram. They got a buy one, get one free offer on HBCU caps. Jose Guapo got that Norfolk State on right now. We got WSSU, NCCU. So make sure you go to Q-Jack Clothing on Instagram. They got hats, apparels, jackets, and definitely buy one, get one free on those HBCU caps because you know we got to support them HBCU. So I think the first thing that we need to talk about, since we have so much game, so much knowledge on this panel tonight, I want to talk about how simping is it or is it not destroying the modern day woman? And we're going to start with Goldie. What is simping doing to modern women?
Man, first off, you gotta define simping in your terminology first, so I can attack it the right way. I know what you mean by
And the
simping.
bitch do, boy.
I would definitely say pouring into a woman that is not willing to reciprocate in a way or form of fashion that a man finds,
Doing anything the whole
feeling.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? I would say, a simp is a person that is going to do things for women or put money into women or and not get the proper respect back. You feel what I'm saying? A sucker.
Hey, look, I know what a sucker is.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna say like this though, right? You saying is simping messing up the dating pool? Is that what you're asking?
Right.
This is how I think about it. It ain't messing up the dating pool for me, right? It's always gonna be suckers. It's always been suckers, right? But when a woman meet a man like me, what she did, what that sucker had to do to get her, I ain't got to do to get her. So I really don't care if this dude is out here doing this, that, and the third for the woman. When she stepped to me, I'm not going for it. And when I step to her, she's not even going to require that from a real man like me. So to me, I really don't care what people is doing out there because that shit don't affect what I'm doing and the type of females that I'm fucking with. You get what I'm saying?
So the fact of the matter is that a simp himself can do whatever he wants to do. That's still not going to change how the woman comes and approaches a real.
Listen, when a man is in his rightful position, a woman will be in her rightful position, right? If he's out of position, she gonna take him for the sucker that he is. But if you come in correct, she gonna come correct. And I've never had a problem with a woman coming correct when I come correct. And if she ain't coming correct and she expecting some sucker shit, then it's just on to the next.
Man,
so I don't really
some niggas that coming correct and they still be simps.
What you mean? What you mean by that?
Like, they come correct. They got their own shit together. They got their own shit going for themselves. They business intact. They doing what they doing. They straight in life without the woman. Like, the woman ain't gonna make them or break them. And they still be a lame and be a simp for a hoe.
Yeah, but having money don't make you.
And that happened before, like how you just said, that shit been going on. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always been suckers
it
and
always
tricks
been
and lames.
simp. That shit been going on.
So how? I guess the game that we need to know is, how does a guy go from being a simp to a pimp?
Man, I don't encourage nobody to be a pimp. Right?
meaning not in a literal, not in a pimp.
I don't think it's possible.
Hold on, Guap. Not in a literal sense, but
I get what you got to clarify.
How does he come from being a zero to a hero?
Because listen, we gonna say, because my P don't stand for pimp, it stand for player. I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you got to do. A man just got to take them social programming glasses off and see the world for reality. Take that woman off that undeserved pedestal that you put her on just because she got a wet spot between her legs and actually add up her value and then add up your value. And when most dudes add up their value to the woman's value, they'll realize they more important and more valuable. And when you realize you more valuable, then you're gonna stand in your power and the dynamics change. But as long as you elevate the woman up here, she gonna look down on you. So you just got to know yourself and know your value. These dudes is getting tricked out their value. You got a man.
Simps, brother. Them are the simps.
But what I'm telling you is, you could be a simp, but once I open your eyes and let you know you really valuable and you probably more valuable than the woman you dealing with, then you're not a simp no more because you recognize your value. You realize that woman ain't more valuable than you.
What I'm saying is that it's niggas that's not realizing they're a simp when it's time to realize you ain't no simp.
Hey, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to wake them up.
Hey! Well, Guapo, you seem like you ready to talk about that. So, same questions. How does a brother, Guap, we'll go to you. How does a brother come from being a zero to a hero?
I don't really know. Shit, get a plug. All that funny shit and laughing turn to doubts and hoods when you turn to the plug. So shit, get a plug. But nah, I'm just fucking around on shit. I don't really think a simp can turn to a pimp. I think a simp can just get on some hoes, but I don't think he can turn to a pimp because you gotta be a different type of nigga to be a pimp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said, my P stand for player. I'm a player, I ain't no pimp. Cause I done been around real pimps and I seen little shit. I ain't been around no upscale pimping. I been around some middle class pimping and I seen how like it kind of go a little bit, and that shit take dedication, time, all type of little shit that I ain't willing.
But
to
tell me this,
give.
right? When you think
And a
about
simp-
yourself, you a player, right? I'm a player.
Hold on, let me finish
Go
saying
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
So, in the simp, I don't think he got the confidence or the demeanor or the integrity to be a pimp. Cause you know a pimp.
So he ain't got it in him.
Some pimps, I can't speak on it. I'm sure my uncle Pimpin King help me out better. But some pimps, you know, they hard on the hoe. Like, you know, and they talk to him in a kind of way, but it ain't like disrespecting them. It's just pimping, putting the pimping down the ism. So like, shit, nigga might backhand or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just throwing out some shit.
Respect.
If you a simp, a bitch will buck on you. You'll be trying to ask a bitch what she made today. She'll be running game on you, lying. Oh, it was slow. I made 600. Whole time, I made 7,600.
Huh?
So I don't think a simp can be a pimp.
Well, we
Listen,
never.
all right, listen, I'm going to challenge you
Go
on
ahead,
that, right?
go
Because
ahead,
you
guy.
just said, you know, what's a player? He got confidence, he got integrity, he's standing on principles, right? All those things can be learned, right? So if you a simp, it's because you're not confident in yourself. Anybody could gain confidence by being competent in certain areas. So if that man start to recognize his value and he become competent,
Really, like, you can tell it, like,
you saying a man that's unconfident can't become confident?
without.
So once he a simp, he just
But I'm
a
saying,
simp forever.
if he don't get the right tools in life, if he don't accomplish the right shit in life to where he can be converted, I don't think it's possible.
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
I'm agreeing.
So you don't. Hold on. Let me get some clarity. So Guap, you're saying that a guy that's a sucker can never get out of being a sucker. He's gonna be a sucker forever.
Hell yeah, unless like bro said, he get around a real player or a real
Somebody got to give him some
nigga,
game.
and they tell him like, hey man, you know what you, and they start calling him out on
Right.
all his shit, not just some of his shit.
So he got to
And
get
yes,
around
man.
some player shit.
Yeah, but you got niggas that still get around players and they still be lame.
So let's go to our subject matter expert on pimping. Pimpin, can a man that is a sucker become a player? Can a man that is a simp become a pimp? Can a man up his game?
Well, you know, looking at the situation from, I think, their perspective, I would be, I would say that if a dude grow up and hang around a bunch of suckers, and then he get around some good game, you know what I'm saying? You know, he can be elevated, you know, to the game. Somebody can raise your game up. But a simp, now, you know, a simp is the word that we call a non-pimp. So I don't think, in my perspective, that, you know, if you simping, meaning that you tricking and, you know, the words that, because he's a player, so he's looking at it different, but from a pimp perspective, right, in the streets, if you're a simp, no, I don't think you become a pimp, because I think this...
Yeah, that ain't what he asked me, though, but yeah, I get what you're saying. It's
Yeah. So my thing, Goldie, is that the shit got to be in you, not on you. You know what I'm saying? You can't wear this shit like a T-shirt and put pimp on your shirt and say you're a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, it's a lot of dudes that attempt to pimp, but see, they miss pimp, and miss pimping ain't no pimping at all.
Hey.
So, you know what I mean? That's basically what you get. You know, you get somebody. Now, on the player side, right, you know, I think that game, you know, can be passed on from player to player.
Okay.
You know, like, I mean, Goldie gave me some game on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Before that, I would say that I was a sucker to the internet. You know what I'm saying? So me being a sucker, or me not being woke, which we're going to call a sucker today, you know what I'm saying, not being woke, and he put me up on game, now I'm woke, now I'm a player. You
Yeah,
know?
it is.
So, I mean, I could see people giving game like that, but when it comes to the pimping, no, a simp can never be a pimp.
Man,
Yeah, it is.
even if they give you somebody giving you the game, if you ain't really paying attention or really trying to get the game from that person, like, it ain't even gonna matter. So I go back to say
that's just like if you go to school.
I'm showing you something. If I'm showing, like, if I'm selling dope, I'm cooking dope. I'm trying
But
to show you how to
Guap,
cook.
peep gang, Guap. That's like if you going to school.
Attention.
If you going to school, Guap, and you know what I'm saying, the teacher say, okay, I want y'all to read this book, and after you read the book, and she say, okay, take this test, and you get an exam, you don't pass it. So everybody ain't gonna pass the class.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Or
you know
the
what I mean?
exam.
So but then at that point, You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to, just kind of remove yourself away from that person because, that person, that sucker shit could become immune.
Exactly. I was just saying that more so for the viewers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I agree with y'all.
I think what we're all saying is it like Pimpin Ken said, it's got to be in you. You know what I'm saying? Like if he wants to truly upgrade his life, he can if he puts in the proper work. If he got the proper knowledge.
That's a fact.
If he takes the proper steps. But if it's a situation where he just thinks that it's going to happen magically.
Yeah, because you're around the nigga that's doing this and that.
Just because you're around the man, if you don't
down.
just because you're around don't mean you down. Exactly. And so, fellas, I think that it's important that all of us to become our best version of ourselves, to be financially fit, mentally fit, physically fit, and everything else. You know what I mean? Because when you are the best version of yourself, then the woman is going to have to respect you, or she's going to have to get the hell on. Because guess what? It's going to be a long line of ladies waiting. Let's move forward, man. This is some insightful conversation. Modern women versus traditional women. Game God. The biggest difference that you see in women today versus women of yesterday?
Man, I mean, shit, man, I ain't that old. So it's like, you talking about women of yesterday. Who you really talking about? I think
the traditional.
But you know what? I hear what you're saying, but when you really think about it like this, though, like that's almost a fantastical idea because, I mean, I'm 33 years old. I can't remember too many women who was really, except my mom, other than my mom. Where was these women? Who are these women that people is talking about a traditional woman? And this is what I say to that. When you say traditional woman, what you talking about? Cooking?
Like basically saying, and what you just said.
Hold on, what I mean by traditional woman is a woman with traditional values of being submissive, cooking, cleaning, fucking shutting up. You know what I'm saying? Like a submissive woman, a feminine woman, though, a woman that has no problem with submitting to a man, where a lot of these modern women may have issues with that.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, man, that's a myth for real. Like when was this? In the 50s? I mean, shoot, even
about the 80s. Yeah, about the 80s. Last we seen them.
Well, I was just watching a documentary, Freaknik. Come on now, we talking about traditional. That was in the 80s, right? And look at
it was in the, it was in the 80s. It was in the 80s.
People be talking about these fantastical ideas of the past, making it like this beautiful rose-colored thing when that was never a thing. It's always been certain women who was gonna act a certain way, and it was always gonna be the rest. Man, y'all so worried about everybody. Man, I'm worried about finding the one that's for me. And the best ain't never gonna be in abundance. The best is rare. That's why it's rare. That's why it's at the top. And so everybody, traditional, this, that, and the third. Man, I ain't looking for everybody to be a certain way. Man, I only need a couple women.
Right.
So I'm just gonna find the ones that's already in line with what I'm talking about. Man, I ain't trying to save all these bras out here. I'm gonna just find the one that I want to deal with, who's in line with the things that I like. You feel what I'm saying?
I like it. So
let me answer the question about the traditional women.
Go ahead, bro.
You said traditional women versus modern women, right?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I want my bitch to look like a modern woman, but I want her to be like traditional in the head down there, cause you got certain shit that done fucked a lot of female heads up out here. In a bad way, to you got trash can looking at her thinking they look like this, like they the top 10 of their city. So I think shit like social media and shit be boosting these whole egos. So it be like, nah, I don't want the Instagram model hoe, nothing like that. I want a traditional mindset.
Right.
But I want,
you want her to look like something.
Yeah, I can build about it. If she's smart and got the mindset, I can build her up.
So I hear what you're saying, right?
I can pay for titties. I can pay for that.
Check this out, though. I don't even want a traditional woman. What's a traditional woman? That means she's programmed by tradition. Ain't no woman I got is programmed by tradition. My woman's gonna do whatever I program her with. So I don't want her to be programmed by society, because what do they program a woman to do? Treat a dude like treat him like a doormat. Right. I don't want her to be traditional. I want her to like me enough to where I could put whatever tradition and program it into her mind about whatever I'm doing. Because my woman's super unconventional and untraditional, because she's doing everything they say you shouldn't do for a man. So I don't want nobody's programming but my own in a woman. So I'm not even looking for where she coming from. I'm looking, can she get with my program?
Right. So you don't want the modern or the traditional.
Man, you want game God golden. I want a woman who like me enough to say, man, whatever you want, I'm on. Whatever you talking about, I'm talking about. Whatever you want me to be like, I'm gonna be like. That's the only woman I want.
So the question is, because we like that. That sound amazing. How do we get? Give me, I need some more game. How do we get the woman to get in that space?
I'm going to tell you like this, right? First of all, you got to know who you are. Right? Because you can't, a lot of these dudes, they go out there and they trying to be what they think the woman like. And then you wonder why you say, oh, all these women are a certain way. Because you went out there trying to act like what silly broads like, and so you got a silly broad. I'm going to act like myself because I'm true to myself and I know myself and I love myself. And when I do that, I'm going to get whoever's attracted to me likes me for me. And if she likes me for me, then she already like what I got going on and whatever I'm doing. You know, I say it all the time. The number one most important thing when you're picking a woman is how much she likes you. It ain't looks. How much do she like you? Because if she love your dirty draws, she gonna be on whatever. If she seen Chris Brown, if she seen Drake, if she seen one of these persons, I guarantee you she gonna do whatever he want her to do, right? No matter what her mama say, no matter what her friends say, she gonna do whatever. I'm looking for the woman who looks at me like I'm Chris Brown, like I'm Drake, because she gonna do whatever. And then when you get a woman like that, man, it's all downhill from there.
Like who likes you? Pimpin' Ken.
Yes, sir. Traditional game. That's what we need to focus on, traditional game. My father, he had my mama to the point where she respected him. She cooked, she cleaned, she did whatever, and she never disrespected my father. Of course, he would drink sometime and be tripping, but other than that, she wouldn't even, if the mailman come, my mom be like, he can't come up in here. Your dad ain't finna be tripping on me. My mama, she was like automatically in pocket. So, when I say traditional game versus traditional woman, it goes back to what Brother Goldie was saying. You got to like somebody. I said that 40 years ago, I like who like me. I wrote that in my book.
Facts.
So, I agree with him. You like who like you. And what that means simply is that, a man of principle, he never changed. For example, A, B, C, D. Those are alphabets in the those are letters in the alphabet. You're gonna always spell cat, C-A-T, you always gonna spell dog, D-O-G. And that ain't gonna never change all the way up to Z. When you look at the numerical system, you count all the way up to 9. When you get to 0, you got to go back to 10 to get the character 1 to put it on the 0 to make it 10. Those characters never change. So establish principles and forever live accordingly. So it'll make a difference. What woman you choose or what woman choose you, your outcome is going to be the change. Now, I think they say that the women change, but in reality, I think the men have changed. They have dumbed down, and they are compromising, their principles. And that's why these women, like I told you on the show, on the Trigger Alert show one day, I say, I know guys that are 6'8", got girls 5'3". I say, man, let's go to the Hawks or the Milwaukee Bucks game. I can't go, my woman tripping. That woman have debased that man and have brought him down to his last compound, and now he's scared to go because he don't want to deal with the mental and the emotional roller coaster that she put him on, when he don't do what she want done. So, but if he's a real man, hey girl, sit your butt down, I'll be back, I'm finna go with Goldie, I'm finna go watch the Hawks game, and I'll be back, chill.
I like that. I want to hear from Miss C. I want to hear a female's perspective. Do you agree on the fact that if the man is valuable enough, if the man is that guy, will a woman naturally submit and will a woman naturally get with his programming?
Yes, she will. I mean, I'm 53, so 20 years difference between me and the gentleman 2 seats down from me who's saying he's young. You're not as young. My daughter's actually younger than you. But my thing is, when you guys are talking about like me and all of this and tradition and not tradition, back in the day, we used to call it being equally yoked.
Okay.
Right? So not a lot of people say those words anymore, equally yoked. It's, are you for me? Are we for each other? Are we going down the same road together? Are you going to support me and I support you? And if we support each other, then a woman should have no reason and no need not to want to, as you guys say, submit to the man, because she's doing what's in the best interest of her, of the relationship, of the family that they're trying to build, of the career aspirations for him and for her. I mean, it just makes sense.
So it's in today's climate, because marriage is on a decline, and I guess on my platform, what I try to preach and what I try to instill in people is for black brothers and black sisters to find a way to compromise and to get together to reestablish the black family. Why do you think marriages are not happening as much as they used to?
Because people aren't teaching folks how to love one another the way someone wants or needs to be loved. Like, everyone on this panel have their own different love language. Right. And a woman, and I'm a woman, but these younger women come in thinking that they know how to love a man based on what they hear on records, what they hear out in the street, what other women are saying. But your man is very specific. You need to love him the way he wants to be loved, just like you want to be loved the way you want to be loved, instead of making it so generic. And then when you're so generic and you're trying to treat someone the way someone thinks or spoke to you about, that man isn't going to come towards you and come at you in that way. He's going to be defensive. He's going to be resentful. Because you need to get to know him as an individual, him as a person, just like you want to be sought out for an individual and a person. And once you know his love language and the way you should love him, then he's going to come to you and love you the way, hopefully, you want to be loved as well.
Amen. Goldie, why are less people getting married these days?
It's many factors to it, but I think it's it don't make as much sense as it used to. These dudes are starting to wake up and realize, well, what's the benefit for me if all I could do is get my bread took? And then a lot of women out here are making more money than a man. Before, it was the security. I'm gonna marry him because he got more than me. Now the woman got more, so it's like, why does she want to get married? Because it's no benefit for her. I mean, of course, other factors, involved in it, but I think that's it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, wait a minute. So let me
go ahead.
Say that again.
Go ahead.
So, for me, a traditional and also someone that's religious, marriage isn't just about ensuring that you have like your finances together and all of that stuff. It's more so about a spirituality. Do you guys have? Are you one? Are you equally yoked? Are you going to go, like you mentioned earlier, you have a hierarchy. We have God, the church, man and woman.
Right.
And so if you want to honor that hierarchy, then you want to be married because you're forming a bond with someone. And that bond is between you, that man, and God.
So you feel that women love unconditionally?
Yeah, can. And unless you hurt them, they can love. Like, I was in a 17-year marriage, right?
I'm listening. I want to hear this. I was
in a 17-year marriage, and I'm trying to honor that commitment that I had within that marriage, right? So when you say submit, yes, submitted. Do you want this, hon? Yes, let's go for this, whatever, what have you. It wasn't until he actually hurt me deeply that I left. So a woman who is submissive, a woman who does want to honor that hierarchy like we just mentioned, right, she will try to make it work.
So you think a woman can be submissive to a man that can financially provide for her at that time? A man that cannot lead her at that time because maybe he's going through financial duress or emotional duress or mental duress. Do you think that woman's still going to stand by that man like that in 2024? Because that's unconditional love. If I love you unconditionally, I don't care if you work at McDonald's, Checkers, or goddamn Burger King. I'm going to love you the same way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull up at that drive-thru, whatever I'm driving. I think it's a Bentley outside. I'm going to get your ass about that drive-thru and put you in this Bentley and take you home because I love you. Do you think women would do the same thing for men if she's the one in the Bentley and he's the one in the and he's the one in the drive-thru? And go ahead. You've done it?
G-Wagon.
Yeah, so you're going to pull the guy out of the drive-thru into the G-Wagon? Do you see yourself ever doing something like that?
I have done something like that, yes, because it was more than just a financial relationship for me. It was about how he made me feel, how he treated me, how he supported me, because a lot of times when a woman is out, and like for me, I'm COO of HHF Media Group, right? How many other black male COOs, CEOs, or whatever am I going to come across, right? So when I'm out here and I have a lot of pressure on me when I come home, I don't want to have to deal with a whole lot of drama, just like you guys say. We out here in the streets, we're doing all this, that, and the third. We don't want to have to deal with drama. I need to come home to peace and quiet and all of these things, just like
Miss C, you sound like a man.
Well, I mean,
no. Hey, it sound like you went to work and you came home. I want my food in the oven. I need you to be quiet, nigga, and be ready to rub my feet. So with that,
when I come home, I'm cooking, I'm rubbing feet, I'm taking care of him. Baby, what you need? You need me to stop by CVS and get you some aspirin before I get to the house? So it's, even though I may make more money or maybe at a higher level per se what it looks like, I am still there to take care of my man because we're still in that role. We're in that hierarchy.
Go ahead, Pimp.
Hey, for the record, Miss C got 2 G-Wagons,
Amen.
2 Maybachs.
Amen.
I don't know how many Cadillacs. She the real deal. You know what I'm saying? She has the luxury.
Yeah.
What's the name of the luxury rental car place?
Rich neighbor vibes.
Rich neighbor vibe. So you know,
A couple of cars are add to the fleet.
yeah. We need to add also.
Come in to the fleet.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know, one thing I would just like to say is that you know, I think that in any situation, man, your rhythms got to match. You know, your rhythms got to match, and they say it in the church, as my mama like to say, equally yoked. Now, I think what happens in relationships and in marriages, in particularly, the person outgrow the other person. The female usually outgrow the men when that's that scenario. But the duty of a man, and this is my personal opinion, Goldie may have a different opinion, the duty is to always elevate yourself. You know, my woman ain't gonna never, ever, ever elevate past me.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna always do something constructive with myself. I'm always giving her instructions. I'm always bringing some type of plan to the table. You know, I'm not gonna put hands on you. I'm gonna put plans on you. And I think that is the duty of a man, is to elevate. That's why Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X both said that a man should be 7 years a woman's senior or highly intelligent, because women mature a lot faster. So sometimes if you're not handling your business, as Goldie like to say, you know, he gonna make sure that, you know, he level up. You know, a broad get with him, she gonna get everything she need. And I feel the same way. You know, like I got a nice ring. I feel my woman should have a nice ring.
For sure.
I drive a nice car. I feel my woman should drive a nice car.
Right.
You know, if it seems like we losing and we slipping and the bills getting away from us, it's my job to go out there and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that this woman don't never see, you know, the king.
Right.
Now we talk about kingship. Now we talk about kingship. We talk about king talk. Now, it's to never see the king falling off. Now as the queen, she gonna play the board for me. Now, you know what I'm saying? Definitely I'm going to level up. You know what I'm saying? If she don't have the game that it takes, I might say, look here, let's go down to the city. Let's get some license for this, get some license for that. Here, let's do this type of business you should be in. Here go some tactics and some skills and things that you need to know to run this type of business. But
I got a, it could be a tricky question for you guys. Is it hard dating a woman that makes more than you?
Hell no.
I should have asked Goldie that. I should have asked Goldie that. I know what Pimp was going to say.
You need to be trying to get with Miss Catrice.
Yeah.
She got the bag.
Hey, Goldie, could you see yourself dating a woman that made more money than you?
I only date women who doing big things. And I'm going to tell you like this. See, that's the problem. That question is the problem. Because you coming from a place where that's normal for a man to feel like that. Right. I minimize the money to mean nothing in front of my woman. You niggas elevate the money to mean so much in front of that broad, and that's why you going to lose it for a nigga with more money. The money don't mean nothing compared to me, my manhood, my character, my morals, my values, what I do, how I'm living, the things that I'm a teacher, how I'm a teacher about herself, push her and see the greatness in her that she don't see in herself. What the fuck is money to that? You know they print this shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? So when you minimize the money to mean nothing, then she can't hold that over your head. My manhood is bigger than that. My character is bigger than that. And when you elevate that to the broad, she respects that. Then the money, it's not the
money doesn't matter anymore.
I will be living with a woman in her house where she pays all the bills and she bow down to me like it's my house. I could do that. But you dudes just coming in this situation feeling like she bigger than you, so she gonna act like she bigger than you. But the money ain't bigger than me.
And Goldie, to your credit, in every situation where I deal with women that had a lot of money, their money always became my money. Because if a woman,
Exactly.
I'm serious. If a woman really down with you, she gonna give you the keys. And I done had that in multiple situations where, you know, I done been in relationships where somebody may have I had this white girl, her mom was really, really rich. This was when I was young, was really, really rich. She gave me everything. She gave me titles, she turned all that shit over to me. You know, her mama didn't want to call the police on me because they thought that I was putting mental tricks on her. No, it was just that she was really down with me, and that was my principle. Like, look here, baby, look here. For now, I'm running all this.
Right.
I got this, and she was down with it.
So Miss C, as a woman that does do well for herself, is it tough or is it hard or more difficult for you to date a man that makes substantially less?
Yes, because they end up feeling like they're not enough. And that's what Goldie was talking about. Like, you have to be a man. You have to know who you are as a man. You have to know that there's something other than the money that's holding us together.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Get it. She get it.
It's not about the money. It's about, hey, baby, I want a man that's going to come to me and tell me this is what we're doing. This is how it's going to get done, and take care of it.
So in actuality, you're saying that he becomes insecure.
Right. Yes. And that
it.
insecurity is what
Insecure
breaks us up.
man.
That insecurity is what's causing us not to get married and not to move forward. All of those.
But if he takes the doctrine of Goldie here and instills more into that woman besides money, but instills into her spirit, her heart, and the things, as far as building her and growing her and investing in her, that money won't matter as much, or if anything at all, to her.
Exactly, because as he's extending and growing and, elevating her, he's elevating himself.
I like
you know?
it. I like it.
Hey, every money, real talk, man. I swear to God on my mama, man. In every relationship I ever been in, man, I don't know how it happened, but whatever they got, they be like, Daddy, can I drive your car?
You the pimp, though.
And like Goldie said, I don't even be thinking about no money. It's always, I've never been in a relationship
Hey, man, you
where
pimping
they,
Ken, man.
it could be their car. They could pay for the car. They be like, it's okay if I take your car? Yeah, go ahead. You can go to the store.
There it is.
So you basically saying you always had more than
No, it ain't. No, it's been times, man.
I'm asking.
No, I had a situation when I first was young in the game where I ain't have nothing. Broad chose up on me, right? I had something, but I ain't really have nothing. And she gave me everything. You know what I'm saying? The last broad I had, she had 2 houses and she had a brand new car. She gave me the car. I told her to sell the house. She sold the houses. Gave me the money, and I took the money and put it in some more investments.
Yeah, we know you didn't play with.
But hold on. Let me tell you. And at the time that she was down with me, gave me at least $2-3 million. You know what I'm saying? And she had and listen, homie, she had a master's degree. She had a master's degree. So it ain't, like Goldie said, it's who you is as a man. Women when they get with me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not in the game no more. But when I was young, if a woman got with me, she automatically know that she want me to take over because it's your aura. Like you can look at his aura, you can tell how he talk, the aggressive in his voice. You can look at Ugly Money, see how he talk. You can tell that they ain't bullshitting. They ain't no woman finna walk over there. You know what I'm saying? A woman know. Just like you know a real broad, like, man, this broad here's a cold broad, she about that life. A woman know when she got a real man.
For sure, especially if she's a boss bitch. She know another boss nigga when she see one.
Yeah, she know.
Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button one more time. Let's have a like party. Hit that like button, gentlemen. Remember, all super chats will be ready to discuss in full. If you got a topic for the panel, if you want to say something, go ahead and say it with a super chat and we'll get right to it. This episode being brought to you by Q Jack Clothing. Buy one, get one free of all HBCU hats and apparel. So make sure you tap in. Jose Guapo is here. Game God Goldie is here. Pimpin Ken is here. And the COO of HHF, Miss C, is here. Let's talk some more. Guap.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you.
Let's go.
How important is clout to women in these times?
Depending on what type of woman you dealing with, it varies. You got some hoes that, excuse my language, but it's just how I talk. You got some hoes that like put that shit at the top, like put 100% into that shit and shit like that. You got some hoes that's doing it 50%, ain't really something like that. You got some hoes that doing 25% or something like that. Then you just got some hoes, I don't know why the hell they just doing it.
So basically what I'm saying is the fact that you've had platinum records, you've been all over the world, you know what I'm saying, millions and millions of streams. Does that when approaching a woman, does that come up in conversations when you're attempting to approach a woman or date a woman?
I mean, when she already know who I am as a rapper, that type of stuff won't come up in a conversation, or that type of stuff won't come up in no conversation.
Is it hard for you to know if she's genuine or not?
Nah, it ain't hard for me to know if she's genuine or not at all. It ain't hard for me to know. Like I ain't gonna give away my cheat codes and shit like that, but I got ways to know. Like, you know, you have to pass a lot of little tests that you don't even know be tests.
Oh, so you put something out there for?
Yeah, like it be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put the bait out there, cause shit, a hoe tell a nigga anything, same way a nigga tell a hoe anything, and I ain't gonna be the nigga that a hoe telling anything. So I'm put my foot down and let them know, hey man.
There it is. Gang guys, same question. You've been on every major platform in the country, seems like you're on a freaking tear, right? I mean, hundreds of thousands of followers, millions and millions of views. Do you think does that play a factor in getting those women to submit to you the way that you talk about versus the regular 9-to-5 man?
Of course it does. You know, clout is a drug, you know what I'm saying? But let's not just act like women go for clout. Everybody go for clout, but let's not downplay the value of clout. I know multi-millionaires, dudes who done sold $200 million companies who coming to me for advice on trying to become famous. They're already rich, but they understand the power of fame. So it's not just clout. We can't just be like, oh, you clout chasing. No, you're wealth chasing, because clout is now wealth. If you have clout, if you got 1 million real followers, you can sell anything and make millions of dollars. So you can't, motherfuckers is out here chasing the bag, but if you get clout, you gonna get the money. So it's like, you can't be mad at somebody chasing clout these days, because it's the same as chasing money. I mean, unless you're doing it for nothing, but you get what I'm saying? So, but I mean, it's always, and clout is way more important than money, man. Women will fuck with somebody famous before she fuck with a multi-millionaire. That's just how we're going. But these niggas do the same thing. They jocking niggas who got some clout and some fame before they, you know what I'm saying? So, and back to his point, he like to test a woman. He don't want to tell us his secrets about how he tests women. I'm gonna tell you right now how to test a woman, right? I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, but most of you niggas ain't gonna do it, because if you try, you know she gonna leave, because you know why she really with you. This is how you test a woman. For the first 6 months to a year, you don't buy her anything, you don't take her nowhere, you don't go on no dinner dates. If she still fuck with you after 6 months to a year, she really fucking with you, right? Because why would she stick around unless she really liked you? If she leave, it's because she was only there for what you could do for her. But most of you niggas ain't gonna do it, because you know that broad don't really like you like that. Man, I ain't doing nothing with the broad that I gotta pay for, so I know for sure that she fucking with me for me. Because if she fucking with you for you, why would she care? A woman that fuck with me, she don't care what we do, man. She'll go to Starbucks, we could go to the park and lay down, and all she want to do is be with me. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm not doing none of that, even though I can. But after 6 months to a year, if she stay down, then we can do all the fun. That's the test that these niggas is missing.
You heard it. Y'all niggas, don't let these goddamn girls dinner date your ass to death. Motherfucker 50 flow hibachi your ass to death. Take that motherfucking bitch to Chick-fil-A one time. See how she acts.
Right. Nah, for real. For real. See, hey, that's the test right there. See the look on her face. See what she do.
Niggas be so
that's gonna tell you everything.
Niggas be so lame and corner that be their way of getting in. They be having to do that.
Niggas leave with the bag because they got nothing else valuable to stand on. You know what I'm saying? So they lean on that money because that's all they got.
Yeah, nah, fact. If you come in a trick, she gonna treat you like a trick.
For sure.
And we can't exactly get mad at her, because that's what you presented yourself to be.
Hey, you can't be mad that a woman or anybody wants you for what you lead with. You lead with your money, then mad she wants your money. If you'd have led with your personality, your manhood, your character, your style, your swag, she'd have wanted that from you. You led with the bag, and you mad she want the bag from you. It don't make no sense.
That's just like women who post halfway naked all day on IG.
Exactly. That's what you led with, but you want me to want you for
in the DM on some freaky shit. We tripping.
Exactly.
Why you coming at me like presenting. And you ain't even saying like you're OnlyFans or you into this entertainment world. You just a regular civilian, and you keep posting little naked freaky shit. Then when somebody holler at you in the DM, oh, I'm on, but this is what you presented for me to holler at.
Exactly.
That's what you advertise. You over here thinking that I'm going to go read books with your ass.
Ain't never posted a book ever in her life.
Pimpin Ken, can you expand on that situation?
I got a secret. It all go to the little head and not the big head. So my thing is, I keep a meat on my Peter. The longer she stay, the longer she gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Once she pay, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you know she want to stay. Now that's my perspective. But another thing, the main secret to keeping knowing that a woman down, but you got to keep your dick in your pants. You can't be tended under the zipper. You know what I mean? Because if you having sex with her, doing all this old crazy stuff like this and that and the other, you know what I'm saying? I mean, then she know you weak to the next bra. So a lot of times you want to show a woman strength, show her that you got physical strength, that you got restraint, that you ain't, just trying to get in her pants. And that usually builds the next level of what Goldie was talking about, that mental communication. Now she have to deal with your mental. And once you get on that mental level, hey man, if you cold with it and you got some good science, some good game, that's a whole, and what that leads to, how you really to get a woman outside the materialistic thing is to get into her psychic. Once you get into her psychic and you apply the right psychology, then the results is entirely different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got women that I don't even be with no more. They still caught up on my psychic. They be hitting me up and like, oh, I love what you're doing, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about what you love. But that's how good the mind was, and they can't find that. They can't find another Goldie. They can't find another Guapo. They can't find another money. They can't find another Miss C.
Right.
Because we put the right ingredients in them. And what's happening is a lot of these bros is disobedient with the wrong ingredients.
Disobedient with the wrong ingredients. Miss C, a woman of value like yourself. I like to say it like that. A woman of value like yourself. What would you be more attracted to? Would you be attracted to the financially wealthy man that may not be as maybe socially awkward, or would you be attracted to the man that may not be as financially wealthy, but he's well respected amongst his peers and his people?
For me, it would be respected amongst his people. However, let me caveat by saying he also hits how he treats me. Back to what Ken said, it's the mental state of mind. Someone can respect you as a man outside of the home, but it's also how you treating me inside of the home as well.
Right.
No,
I like that. Desi Dez, $10 super chat. Big facts. Clout is what women crave. The panel is on fire. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of my favorite parts of the show. This is the moment where I have somebody from my live studio audience come up on the panel and ask a question. I know Bella is here. Bella, come on over here and ask this question for the panel if you don't mind. And I think Elijah, if you here, come on, bro. We got a question for the panel. Remember, this episode is being brought to us by Q Jack Clothing. Guap, go ahead. Now you come over this way, baby. Yeah, don't knock nothing over. All right, first and foremost, go ahead and state your name. Go ahead and state your name and let everybody know who you are.
Y'all, so I go by Bella Bay, and I've been sitting in the audience listening to everybody's answers, and I'm sorry I didn't kind of catch your name.
Game Guy Goldie.
Oh, so King Guy.
Game God.
Game Guy. My question.
God.
Game God. I'm sorry. Okay, so earlier in the podcast, you stated that you're not going to take a woman on a date for 6 months to a year, and if she don't stick around for that means that she's not there for you. Okay, so say for instance, if the woman comes towards you and say, well, hey babe, let's go to a movie. What if it's a $10 date? You know what I'm saying? Or what if y'all going on a picnic? You know what I'm saying? Or what if you're just taking her to something as small as Olive Garden? You know what I'm saying?
It's a $10 date.
Because a date don't really matter how much it is that you're spending.
I'm going to answer your question.
Go ahead.
What am I going to do if she says, let's go to the movies and it's $10? I'm going to tell her, all right, you got it? And that's going to let me know if she fucking with me or not.
Right.
If she get upset that I won't pay for it, then she not really fucking with me. So that's how I'm going to deal with that situation.
Okay. So with it being, I look at it like this. If I'm going on a date with a guy, I don't mind paying for the date. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. Not all women is out here just to mess with a guy because of how much money he got or what he got going on. Not all women are like that, because a lot of women got their own money.
So you would say you would date a broke man?
But even if a woman got her own money, she still be selfish. She still be selfish.
Because money doesn't make the guy. Yes, I would 100% date a broke guy. I would date a guy that's a millionaire. I date a guy that's a broke man. Money does not make the man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So have you dated a broke guy?
Yes, I have. 100%.
You know, I hear what you're saying, and it sounds
He was
good.
broken. We built
Hold on,
something
let
together.
I hear what
go
you're
to cop.
saying,
Go ahead.
and it sound good in theory.
Go ahead,
But in
Cody.
reality, I'm not saying you like this because I don't know you, but in reality, I've seen otherwise. A woman will say what you're saying,
Right.
but not actually act that way, you know, in real life. And I ain't saying that's you, but we all know most women ain't
Yeah.
going for it like that.
Hey.
Like, that's true, but a lot of women out here are looking for someone that they can build with. Because say, for instance, if you come in with a guy that already got all this motion going on, he's going to hold that over your head and make it seem like, oh, well, bitch, I got this, and you nothing, this and that, third. Real women look for a man that they want to build with, build something with, that y'all can build and establish something together.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's a plus for that man to already have something and it's established, but most women look for
Hit the button.
Hold on, Pimp time. Go ahead, Pimp.
Let me say this, beautiful. Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. But what happens when somebody builds something together?
Right.
Right? And then the other person become paranoid and become suspicious and think that that person going to leave them because, you know, we built this together, and he may go and he see a lady, he might work with a lady in his company, and she's thinking that, hey, you know what I'm saying, he's going to try to go be with this woman. I'm not going to let him tear down what we built.
Right. And I feel like that's something, that's a...
Have you, when the guy that you built something with, did anything like that come up? Be honest.
No, it did not.
It didn't?
No, 100%.
Y'all together right now?
No. we're
So
not.
what happened?
So what happened was our daughter, the disrespect in front of my daughter is what made us separate.
Hey, that's big.
I don't like a man
that's out of-
cussing me
that's
out,
out of
yelling
order.
at me.
That's out of order.
You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting me in front of my child.
I feel that. I
You
feel
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Thank you. Let them know where to follow you at one more time, Miss Bella Bay.
Them the only questions you got?
No, okay, so in my other question is,
Okay.
So you also stated something about, you said that most women look at, because I feel like you're looking at like, oh, well, you're this successful guy, and that's great, and we applaud you for that.
I never said that.
But that's what you said earlier.
When did I
You
say
said
I was
that women-
successful?
You said that women chase after you because you got money.
No, I said Clout had clout, which
Oh,
have
I'm
a lot
sorry.
of views.
Okay, well, clout, money, whatever the
Two
case.
different things, though.
But what if you get with a genuine woman, but you got your standards so high, and you putting them in this category like, oh, well, this bitch gonna just do this.
All right, I'm gonna answer your question. You saying if I'm dealing with a woman and my standards so high, what are you saying? What are you asking?
What I'm asking you is
That I miss her?
how you gonna turn that off when you actually find a genuine woman that actually just like you for you? You want to go through this 6 months to a year, so you saying you want the woman to spend her money on you the whole 6 months to a year for her to prove to you that you like her?
Check this out. My standards don't never get lowered. If she don't jump them standards, she can't fuck with me. It's that simple.
Also, think about it like this, little sister. If she got a certain standards and I got a certain standards, right? We're not equally yoked. Our rhythm doesn't match. If she like Farrakhan and I like T.D. Jakes, we're gonna be arguing. She gonna be talking about she got the Holy Ghost. I'm gonna be talking about the white man is the devil. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, but if she could come to the mosque, if she could come to the mosque with me, and she can pray, and she can be with me and the brothers at the mosque, and she can respect the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, cool. If she can come to the Potter House and she can believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, then cool.
Right.
But you know, if what Goldie's saying is that his standards is here for a reason.
Right.
You know, he I don't know if he rich or not, but I know he look good as hell. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if he living that good and the woman she come and she matches his rhythm, he's gonna level her up. Yeah. And if she don't buck on him about paying for dinner, she gonna get the rewards at the end.
And I never said the woman had to come with any money. That's not what I said. I'm talking about everything but the money. The money ain't even relevant. It's just the test to let me know, are you willing to invest? Because if you ask anybody for some money, what you do, you go to work every day. That's your life force that you do to get money. So the only way to really test somebody is to give up their life force. How do they do that? By some money. So it's really just a test. It ain't about the money. Are you willing to pay for that dinner? Are you willing to not make me come out of pocket? That's just the test. She ain't gotta have no money.
Just want to test the waters.
It's just a test. What other test can I give a woman? What other you give me a better test than that if you think that's too. Give me another test.
I don't think that I just thought I heard you.
What is a proper way for me if I wanted to date you and I wanted a woman I wanted to see if she was genuine. I mean, I think that's an effective way. The fact of the matter is, if I'm a person that is financially stable, then let me take that off the board.
Right.
It's the same thing that women do when they don't give up sex. Okay, do you like me for me?
You feel
Let me keep my legs
There you go.
closed and make you wait 90 days.
Steve Harvey, y'all done let Steve Harvey lie to
So
y'all.
if women can make men wait 90 days for sex, we can make her ass wait 6 months for some money.
Yeah. Well said.
Black Kevin Samuels in the
I appreciate you, Miss Bella. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
She said she got some.
Go ahead, Miss. Go ahead, Miss C.
Do you know what I do?
Talk to me.
I drive my 2005 Mini Cooper.
Hey, man.
It's a smart one.
That's what I do. Because if I roll up in the G-Wagon, it's a whole different situation.
For sure.
All eyes are on me, and it's about money. What can I do? What am I bringing to the table? Right. When I roll up in my 2005 Mini Cooper, or I even have my daughter's car from when she was in high school, a 2003 Volkswagen Beetle.
Right.
When I roll up in that, if someone genuinely likes me, they'll talk to me regardless of what I'm driving and what I'm not driving. If I'm carrying a Chanel bag or have diamonds, dripping from my hands and my ears and my neck,
right.
So even for women, to you guys' point, if you are at a certain level, we have standards as well, and we have tests as well.
Right. No, for sure.
It's a simple concept that women just don't like it, so they want to try to. How could you argue with that?
What woman doesn't like it? It's the woman that doesn't have it.
Exactly. That's what I should have said.
But I want to comment on that because me and her have a business relationship, right? But when I pulled up to her car lot and I seen the Jag, I seen all that stuff. I said, you got to work for HHF. I started pursuing her. I said, hey, look, I need you to be my CEO. You got the game. I just went harder on her than other people who I encountered, and I didn't go so hard because that is sometimes we can be clout chasers, and I guess in that case, which it wasn't, I mean, on the other side, I'm a little bit more what they call it, savvy, when it comes to the ism.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But, when I seen her and I went to her office and I seen that she had her stuff together, I was like, Miss Catrice, I need you to be a part. Because now if she would have pulled up in that car out there, I'd probably been like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You do got, she got a point. That
for sure.
Because I seen her in the G-Wagon and it had a special color on it.
Right.
What color is it?
Desert sand.
Desert sand. I was like, oh man. I said, this sister got her.
So I just need to get a Nissan Sentra and pull up.
Listen, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't never doing that. I ain't never gonna downplay myself to for the broad to like me. That's why I got the test that I got.
I said business.
No. I get what you're saying. I'm speaking on what she's saying. I ain't never finna just ride around in a bucket because I want somebody to hit me that like me. I'ma ride around in my gold Rolls Royce right with the stars in the ceiling. I'ma shine, and I'ma know most women that's coming to take something, but I ain't gonna give nothing up for a year. So then I'ma know the only ones that stick around, it's gonna be the ones who really like me and not for the stuff because they didn't get nothing from me.
I'm gonna be your passage. Just give me the scratch.
I got stars in my ceiling.
Hey, a lot of stars in ceilings right now.
You got the Rolls Royce.
I got the ability.
It's about not dealing with the drama and emotion and being called a bitch and a hoe. You think you all of this and you think you all of that because you driving X, Y, and Z. So for a woman, it's different. Like a woman may not come to you in that way, but men come to me in that way all the time. And I just don't want
that men jealous of you. The men that done came to you in that type of way, they jealous of you. They're trying to tell you about yourself.
This has been an amazing
all that and all that.
This has been an amazing panel, y'all. I wish we could keep it going. It's getting late. Before we get out of here, man, let's go on down the panel, man. Everybody tell them where to follow you at, what you got going, what they can expect. We'll start with you, Guapo.
Man, you can follow me on Instagram at Jose Guapo. Follow me on Facebook at Markel Cody Jr. and everything else. Jose Guapo. Just type Jose Guapo in Jose Guapo on any social media platform, and my main page will pop up. You dig?
Goldie, talk to him.
Listen, you can find me on Instagram, YoungGoldie_. Make sure you put a Young Goldie with the underscore on Instagram. Game Guy Goldie on YouTube. Check me out. Listen, go to my website, GoldieRatio.com. I got game courses. I got game books. I got how to ask for money books. I got everything you need. I got a book list. I got everything. So check me out.
I need to learn how to ask for money. I need to get one of them motherfuckers. I suck at asking for money. Pimpin, talk to me.
Well, I can say Y'all can follow me on the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club, Pimpin. Hey, man, you can follow me on Math Hoffa, you know. I just stepped my game up, man, you know, a round table at 8, man, but officially you can find me at Pimpin _ the real Pimpin _ on Instagram. You can also find me at Pimpin Podcast and see my podcast review from the game. You also can follow me at hhfmedia.com. Sign up for free. It's the whole social media. It's black owned, you know, for us, by us. And all you got to do is build your profile, and you can follow me. And I guarantee you I'll follow you back. And
Miss C.
HHF _ COO. That's where you can follow me on Instagram. And also for the cars, Rich Neighbor Vibes is on Instagram as well. So.
Hey. And remember, Ugly Fest is going down this weekend, July 12th through the 14th. I'm giving away $10,000 cash to the hottest artists in the country. And, of course, on the 14th, we got the first annual Ugly Mansion and Pool Party. You can get tickets and slots available right now at uglymoney.online. All of our listeners, man, this is the weekend to come to Atlanta and party with your boys. We're going crazy this weekend. Friday and Saturday is the independent concert, with Sunday, the finale being the Mansion and Pool Party. Over 5 celebrity guests confirmed. Over 100, I ain't gonna call them Instagram models, content creators in the building. It's definitely the place to be. Make sure you go to uglymoney.online to get your tickets today. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Jose Guapo, Game God Golden, Pimpin Ken, and Miss C.
It's up all weekend. Hey,
Be
that
safe.
ugly money.
That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success, everything between